Brothers and sisters, soldiers and soldierettes, salute! If you alive and breathing, guess what? We are back to conquer another day, another year, and another decade. Those that's been on this planet for a while, I salute. Those who mean well and righteous from the pit of the soul, I take my hat off to you, because especially in these times, it could be crazy. And that's brother, sister, and I honor thy ancestors, those who fought hard to get many of us who are divinely connected into the state and the space that we are in. Salute. And those in our families that may have transitioned, that we held dear, may they rest in peace and in power. Y'all know how I feel about transitioning and living. I don't play with my life, nobody else's life, and I don't play with that great, great, higher, supreme being. And thank those that's been riding along with the brother, my leaders and teachers, you know, current subscribers, new subscribers, anyone that view, whether you react or not, you know, if you get inspired by anything I say or do on this channel, because everything is with a positive intent. Take it and pass it to someone else, because it's all about keeping our circle strong. You know, got to keep that zone, you know, that divine zone is unbreakable, you know, when we practice on oneself, so we can keep oneself strong, so we can help everybody else. Those in our circle that care, you know, whether far or near. That great divine, if we pay attention and we don't ignore the divine signs, we'll know who the real ones are. You know, when we're not mixed up in gossiping and toxic things and envy and attention and greed and malice and undermining and manipulation. If we don't have none of that within our system, that great divine will keep us locked in to that zone, and we will become unbreakable. And there ain't no cosmic thing. Just keep living. You know, life is the best teacher. You know, that's why we got all these great teachers out here. And it's just, you know, it's the morning. You know, that's when a lot of us get those great downloads in the morning. It's great when you can go with that positive energy. You know, when you see those signs and you're looking for results, prevention, you know, divine intervention and divine prevention, because that's what life should be about. Life should be about prevention. An ounce of prevention is worth a great pound of cure. And pay attention to things, work on solving things, you know, being the solution and not the problem, you know, and work with our challenges and know our differences. You know, that's why I got this on my banner. You know, it's how I do it on this channel. Not that no other channel is doing it. I'm just adding on, you know. A lot of us think like this, brother or sister, in our families, young or old. We have got to go above and beyond, you know, these spaces, and that could be any space, not just on, you know, on the social media. You know, we got to go above and beyond. A lot of us are so much more powerful than these platforms, and it's nothing that a lot of us don't know. You know, I'm just encouraging, confirming, you know, what a lot of us feel and think, you know, because when we healthy, mind, body, and soul, and we know what we see, hear, and feel, and we got that psyche strong, when we got those 7 senses fired up, nothing will be able to break us. Nothing. You know, when you've been through the woulda, coulda, shouldas, you know, you're not stuck in that syndrome, you know, got to get out of that. You know, if, like I say, if you're healthy, mind, body, and soul, and you know wrong things that you're doing in your gut, then you have to accept the consequences that come with that. Because once we, you know, if you're connected, if you're by yourself, you're not connected to no one, you don't have any loved ones, you're off by yourself. Well, if you want to be toxic, hey, that's you. But just because a lot of us are attached in some way, and when we're doing something dark and evil, and it's like I say, it's not always got to be a cosmic thing, just being right. You know, if you care about life, if you care about yourself, care about others, you know, for one, if you care about yourself, you know, because when we're toxic inside, it's going to affect those in our circle, you know, even when we're off by ourselves or not. Either way, you know, energy is energy, you know, whether you want to be right or wrong, negative or positive, life will teach you. Life is the best teacher. And where does life come from? That greater, great divine, Mother Nature, the universe. You know, we like a speck when it comes to God, when it comes to that great divine. We are like little ants, you know, so how dare those think they more powerful? You think you more powerful than God? You're the biggest fool of the world, you know, because the earth is just a speck to that higher force, to that real God, just a speck. Because remember, our force watches over the whole universe. So this little planet we live on is just a speck. Like I say, we're like little ants. We hold no power over this universe. That's why the devil has no power. The devil only has power that we give him, if it even exists. But there is a negative force, whether it's a devil or whatever else you want to put on it. It only has the power that we give it. And if you're healthy, mind, body, and soul, pay attention to what you see, hear, and feel, and filter out your psyche, you won't give in to the devil. And especially with all this information out here, you've been on this planet for a while, and you are up in levels, and that can be age, but again, doesn't always have to be age. Just depends on the knowledge we have, how wise we are, how much we care about life or those we attach to, significant other, children, family, always bring that up, and the future is going to come. No matter we live in a negative life or a positive life, the future is going to come. So that's why it's important what we do, righteous in the present. And as I say, a lot of us that are teaching and we talk about navigating through social media, we don't try to tell people how to be on social media. We just try to come up with creative ways to not let it consume us, be consumed by the web, enjoy it, but don't let it consume us, and stay focused on this mission, and pay attention to the real things of life, why we, happy and enjoy life at the same time too. Because when you're locked into that divine, you'll be able to balance all things. When you become organized, pay attention, and like I say, don't get drawn into drama, manipulation, and, because when you're in the wrong circles, you're not paying attention. That's how you get scammed, and, and how people get blabbed all over social media. So you just have to be careful and enjoy life and know that there's a real life and not this false sense of reality, and I used to have, when I first started out on social media and stuff, I had to watch myself, gotta be careful. Not that saying that some of it might be some that are, get caught up in their own hype, that's the worst thing one can do, get caught up in their own hype, remember what started this mission to begin with and stay locked in to that divine zone. And stay unbreakable. Let nothing break us. I don't care how hard it is. Righteous is always the best way to go. Is it easy all the time? Heck no. But it's worth it. Just depends on the individual, brother, sister, young or old, in our families. But you stay locked in. Down the road, you will see. Because it's a promise. Great things come back. That's not no mystery. No. It just depends on the individual if it comes soon or later. Because Great Divine couldn't give us all that power, all that glory, because we in this human body. We wouldn't be able to take it. So that's why it gives us, it places that force, I'm talking about that righteous force, God, the real God, places certain things in our lives to learn. So when we do get to that power, we'll appreciate it. So that's why things don't happen right away sometimes, because sometimes individuals, and this could be brother or sister, get gifts and they cock it all up. So that's why Great Divine, if we're paying attention to those divine signs, not ignoring them, we'll see the real blessings. We'll see the things that we need. And what I always say, the wants will come, because that's what that higher force is all about. So I want to read a little something of some pages that I've been writing. I wrote 23 pages, but this is page 21, and it's called Unlocking the Vault. And thank those that have been listening. I appreciate you. Like I say, if you get anything out of what I say, take it, pass it to someone else. Reachers and teachers, salute. Keep on doing what you do. I have learned from many of you, brother, sister, my family, so on and so forth. And I'm here to tell you, break free of all the unnecessary thoughts of ourselves and the world. Extract nothing but excellence from the universe. Like I said, I'm going to start over. Break free from all unnecessary thoughts of ourselves and the world. Extract nothing but excellence from the universe. We need to think of ourselves as powerful beings, the builders and achievers of the planet. When we all as melanated people, brothers and sisters, deserve the best things in life. So don't settle for free. And don't settle for less. My fault. Take freedom too. Yeah. So don't but go above and beyond freedom, So don't settle for less. Great divine will always provide us with what we need. Once will come, of course. The evidence is in the fruits of our labor. The work we put into ourselves will always and forever benefit us in the future, hands down. Do what the heck we're supposed to do as men and women, and our lives will be golden. Let's put a smile into the universe and/or the atmosphere, so that atmosphere can smile right back at us. And then we'll in turn give that smile into those in our circle. And acknowledgement, of course, and knowledge. And just like I said on a recent podcast, love, real love to the pit of that soul, that's the ties that bind. When you locked into that divine zone, when you feel it in your gut. That great divine will send them signs to us. We just got to have that pineal gland open and listen. Can't think things are weird or, oh man, what are you doing? You have to live it. Life is our best teacher. And I say, if you want to know if you got divine abilities and you have potential and that great divine's in your life, just look at those who are righteous and look at those who are toxic, and you'll see the difference. Like I say, social media is our lesson. That's our lesson right there, amongst researching and reading and stuff like that. But social media is our best lesson. So that's why I do stuff like this. You see stuff like this on my banner, because I just try to show those, there's a way greater, bigger world out here. And we have to take ourselves above the horizon, and see the bigger wars and see the real enemies out here. The enemy is not us amongst ourselves. It's things on the outside that are creating enemies within ourselves, amongst our circles, to shake us up, to rattle us up, to confuse us, to divide us, to put us against one another. A lot of us see this, but some don't. And if you're healthy, mind, body, and soul, you're the ones that's going to miss out when, you're going to miss out on things when things do come down the line. Those who are drawn into money or attention and all, just, you got those that are on social media that might be on there every day but not looking for attention, But then you have those that social media, they would die without it. And that's the part that we teach on, that not let ourselves become consumed like that it don't let us where we're just walking zombies, because especially if we got loved ones, significant other, family, children, those we're attached to, because, this is the new drug. So that's why you have so many teachers teaching us how to regulate through this thing and get the positive things from it and live a normal life, hang with the family, live, maybe just do things natural with the family outside of technology, and, have fun with it, enjoy it, do your passions on it, and, I'm just giving suggestions, I suggest, teach, give advice. That's what one does. So just stay locked in to that divine zone, I'm telling you, and you'll be unbreakable. And I want to read that page one more time out of my little diary. I call it a book. It's a diary, not a book per se. Unlocking the Vote. And I will always encourage and do what many melanated brothers and sisters have helped me grow in my life, and that's within my family, those I've met along the way, because when you listen, you learn. When you listen to the right stuff. So salute to the righteous melanated brothers and sisters out there that's putting in that work. Take my hat off to you, because I know it can be challenging sometimes. So I salute you, and the fight must go on. So I want to read this page one more time, Unlocking the Vote. Break free of all unnecessary thoughts of ourselves and the world. Extract nothing but excellence from the universe and from the universe. We need to think of ourselves as powerful beings, the builders and achievers of this planet or the planet. When we all, as melanated people, brothers and sisters, deserve the best things in life. So don't you ever settle for less. Great divine will always provide us with what we need. The evidence is in the fruits of our labor. The work we put into ourselves will always and forever benefit us in the future. So do what the heck we're supposed to do as men and women, and our lives will be nothing but gold or golden. Let's put a smile into the universe then or atmosphere. Thus, the divine put a great smile on that divine's face. Because, like I say, this little earth we on, this little thing we call earth, is a speck of dust to that great divine. Because the higher force watches over the whole universe. So these little spaces we in is nothing. So let's take ourselves above and beyond these platforms, social media, all this. And let's get up there where that great divine is. Because that's why I got this on my banner. We got to look out over these little small spaces, because like I say, I've ran across a lot of great brothers and sisters that catapulted me to the space I'm in, and that's my family too. So now I in turn will do the same thing, pass it on to a listener, those in the street, so on and so forth. Significant other, family, children, real friends, real brothers and sisters. And I will always encourage and lift one up. Just like you see on my banner, we're going to be above and beyond petty bullshit and stay locked in to that divine zone so we can stay unbreakable, because nothing can break us. Nothing can break us. Those who have finally reached that success state of mind, brother, sister, young or old, because I always place that protection over us from that great divine for all of our families. Man, may that great divine protect us from ourselves, for protection for ourselves and from ourselves. And why we do it from ourselves, so we don't become our own worst enemy. And like I said, if you're healthy, mind, body, and soul, you can see, hear, and feel, and your psyche is strengthened, nothing wrong with you. We have to band with one another. And because, like I say, if you're lost in toxic things and you're doing dark shit and you're evil and you have no purpose, you're going to get caught off guard. And the great divine don't play. Great divine has no time for nonsense. So, and it will raise the righteous brothers and sisters out here. Like I say, social media, the world, that's the lesson. Look at those who are toxic. Look at those who are righteous. That's all I got to say. So thank those for coming in to another edition of EBX Discussion. And current subscribers, new subscribers, may that great divine bliss or bless you in your life. Reachers and teachers, those I have learned from. Keep forging forward. Great divine, man, is watching you and got you. So stay with it. No such thing as giving up. And those who have that fierce fire within, we're going to keep that fire going. And I honor my family. I honor your family. I honor my children, their mothers, brothers and sisters all over the world. May you please keep that ultimate peace in your part of the world, wherever you are, right now. Salute.